Maureen wasn't at all like the others who took their lunch in the spring air on the common outside the prison office. That's why I was drawn to her. Oh, don't you see? I had to stop to speak to the little black lab lying at her feet. Her companion, her protector, her eyes. I had to know. I knew what I was doing. I'd done worse. It wasn't the first time.
That's a pretty puppy out there, miss.
Thank you. But I'd prefer if you didn't pat her. She's working.
What's his name?
I did it anyway. One doesn't pat an ordinary dog on the street, but I'm one who carries dog treats in his pockets the way pedophiles carry sweets. Just in case. Among the other good-smelling things I kept in my heavy pack, I put on the ground before me.
She's called Ferguson.
Is something wrong?
She's 4 years old. No. Black lab. Maybe.
What? I don't follow you.
Those are the answers to the questions everyone who doesn't listen when you tell them not to pet your dog asks. You know, how old is she? Have you had her since she was a pup? Did you train her yourself? What breed is she? Does she bite?
Pretty well trained, isn't she?
Yeah, well, they sort of have to be, don't they? But not trained enough to not eat treats dropped by strangers. I'd prefer if you didn't feed her.
You're amazing. How'd you know that?
I'm blind, not stupid. There is a difference. It's pretty obvious she's got something when she's crunching away all of a sudden. You shouldn't do things like that. You should at least ask.
She was sharp. I like that. Sharp as a shimmering blade.
Yes, well, you've got a very special job to do now, don't you? Serve a little biscuit now and then.
Listen, if you won't...
It's amazing what these dogs do, though, isn't it? Finding your way for you and all, looking after you, keeping you safe. I bet you'd be lost without her.
I probably would. She is pretty smart, but not as smart as you might think. She is a dog, after all. Sort of like having a 3-year-old child around all the time. It's me who tells her where to go. She just makes sure I don't fall in a hole or get flattened by a truck while getting there.
Yeah, a 3-year-old child with big pointy teeth. Bet they could do some damage, eh?
Oh, only to bones and shoes. They don't breed aggression.
Oh, well, it's good to know. I guess it's safe if I sit down, then? I see you out here all the time.
I like to have my sandwich while Fergie runs and does her business.
The common is lovely in May, isn't it? Are you getting the sniffles?
Yes, it is, and... no, just allergies, I think. I smell something. Oh, I don't know. I can't quite place it.
She stood, pulling on the leash. I distract the dog to stay a bit longer. She sniffs again. Does she recognize that scent mixed with the diesel-laced London breeze? The scent that might give me away? The odor announcing I was, perhaps, unsavory? I must give my place a scrub.
Well, I must be getting back.
As she bends to grasp the dog's harness, it started to rain. I boldly wipe a raindrop off her cheek.
Now there's a sprinkling of May rain on your cheek.
A delightful tremble nipples her skin as a bold wind blows a draft where it shouldn't. She smooths a hand over her raised skirt.
And there's a breeze to shade Marilyn Monroe.
Cunning breeze. Very nice indeed.
Strange. I just can't place it.
Probably the daffodils. I haven't seen them in a while. Well, so long then. Good Monday to you, Duchess.
She'll not notice one more pat, and V-treat I slip her friend from my pocket as I mount my bike and ride away.
There's a good girl then.
Come on, Fergie. Back to work.
I watch her go from the edge of the light. She stops and sniffs, shrugging. She moves on into the office, pausing to sniff again. She's caught my scent for sure. Oh, good. I shiver with the thrill of it. She disappears into the office. I watch the windows. The shades are open. Oh. She reappears and sits at her desk. Oh, I gotta be careful now.
I know that smell. And it's not the daffodils.
She's restless, she's thinking, she's pacing, she's sniffing her own sleeve.
8 years I've worked as a secretary to the senior officer of Avon Probation Service. How odd I've not noticed before. It's the smell of this place. The bloody prison.
She's got it! The rabbit smells the hound.
Nice. And for a change of clothes, that'll do the trick. I do love the way the red light bathes everything. Is this one of those fearful things, or...
The color of blood, the anticipation of the rain of the dark, the burning sensation, all of the sounds that you can't see, the knife at your throat, oh, maybe it's me. Please stop your crying, I'll dry your tears, silence your screams, I'll know your fears. I am your master and your God. I'll give you life, I'll maybe not.
I'm on the floor where you left me. What is the court your new fate?
Clock with no hands. It's a boat on the ocean that sails to no lands. It can't be caught. It can't be held. It can't even be seen. And it's lonely. It's just another word for nothing.
Oh God, he's taking the knife from his bag. Oh, but of course, it's not orange. I love the way he peels them, where he's savoring the blades slicing through tender skin. And the smell. I love the smell of oranges. And the smell.
Have you ever done something wrong? I mean, really wrong. You knew it was wrong, but still you did it? Why is that, do you suppose? Let me give you a hint.
I wasn't conscious, but I knew he stood above me. I could feel him, so cold, standing there with a piece of orange in his hand. I could smell it. I could almost shiver.
They tell me this was wrong, but look at her. Have you ever seen anything more perfect, more free? How could it be wrong? We were so happy.
The following dialogue is signed.
Weren't we happy, my love? You accepted my gift so graciously, so calmly, with a look of love, only for me.
I awoke at his touch. I wanted him to run, but he held me fast. He spoke in my language, the language of the hands. Let me go. Please, let me go.
Let you go? Please let you go. That's not possible. You know that. Isn't it glorious? Aren't you happy now? Now that the pain has stopped? Now that I have freed you from your affliction? I know you can hear me. Leave that behind with your life. Dance with me. Hear the music.
I didn't want to. I wanted him to run. I tried.
But you are freed.
I'm afraid.
You're afraid? Afraid? Afraid of me? That's ridiculous. I love you.
You hurt me.
Hurt you? Only a little. You can forgive me, can't you?
Does a spider forgive having its legs torn off?
You compare yourself to a spider having its legs torn off. That's too harsh. I healed you. I know you can hear me. You will listen. You will speak. You will speak only to me. With your mouth. Try it!
No.
Are you trying to make me angry?
No! Let me go. I won't tell a soul.
I'll never let you go. I can't. Don't you see? We are bound together forever, you and I. We have shared death, the most intimate thing. Now promise me you'll never leave me, no matter what.
Let me rest. You've done enough. I want to go away now.
What did I tell you about making me angry? Even in death, you're still disobedient. You are mine. My memory. Forever. Look at me when I talk to you. What did I tell you about making me angry? Answer me!
That I mustn't ever do it. Bad things will happen. You will punish me.
Very good. We're beginning to understand each other now. Too bad you were so stubborn. If only you'd listened before I had to punish you.
Before you murdered me.
That's such a harsh term. Besides, you're not dead. Not to me. You are my most glorious creation. Look.
You make me look at a photo of myself. I stare at the bruises, a black eye, his finger marks on my neck, wrists and ankles made purple by the bindings.
A memory preserved for all eternity. A work of art!
You stole my life.
I healed you. I gave you immortality. You'll never grow old. You will never leave me.
I hate you. I am going.
Wait. Do you have any idea what it's like to know that you've killed someone? It's like you're dirty.
No. You're mad. You're evil. No, not again.
You're dirty right down in your soul. And there's no amount of scrubbing that will ever get you clean.
And he punished me as he always did by making me relive my death. His hands on my throat, squeezing, squeezing.
I wish I could just take time back. I'd give anything just to take time back and not do that thing. The thing that took just a few seconds. And I will pay for it the rest of my life.
He kept squeezing, so gentle, crushing my throat.
Every time I close my eyes at night, and when I open them each morning. And I think about hell, Grace. I think about hell because I know that if it exists, then that is where I am going.
He continues to crush my throat.
And you, my love, will follow me.
And then I'm dead. I'm gone. But he's right. I will follow him, and I will wait until the next time he needs me. Because he made me, and against my will, I love him and will help him always.